So REDIS started in 2017 under a different name. In 2019, we went with the name REDIS. In 2017, we were Electro Energy. So we were called Electro Energy Design and Installation Services Limited. At that time, we offered renewable energy services, of course. We also offered electrical services and construction and network services as well. But after a couple of years of operating that business, we recognized that we were kind of spreading our wing too wide. So we decided that we want to focus on our main expertise, what we are good at, what we love, and that is renewable energy. So in 2019, we kind of revamped the company and changed the name, change up the structure a bit so that we can be better able to focus on assisting customers with their energy needs primarily. And that was the birth of REDIS. Fast forward to now, 2025, we have executed various renewable energy projects across the island. When we just started out, we were installation contractors for quite a bit of renewable energy companies across the island as well. So pretty much we installed for them. Once we started offering services directly to the end user, that is when business really grew, and that is when we actually really started to have some fun, you know what I mean? Because before that, we didn't have a lot of control because it wasn't our customer. We were representing these companies as contractors, and as such, we have to remain within certain boundaries and within certain lines. It was fine at the time. However, once we got the opportunity to start interacting with the customers directly, having that conversation with the customer to explain how this thing works, to explain what the benefit would be to them, and if they don't get this benefit or if they see these signs or these symptoms, this is what they should expect. Kind of manage their expectation, to kind of show them what our requirements are to help them in achieving their energy needs, because ultimately that is really what it is about. Nobody wants to pay a big heavy light bill. Nobody wants to pay any big JPS bill. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to pay a very low bill. Everybody wants to enjoy their AC unit on the weekends. Everybody wants to enjoy AC in the summer period of time, especially now when you have summer for 8 months of the year. So ultimately what you want is for the customer to be comfortable, for the customer to be pleased with what they have. If there's an outage from JPS or any utility, then the customer still have some amount of battery storage and can supply themselves with power, and by extension be more independent. If there's a disaster for whatever reason, whether there's a power outage, a huge power outage because of a man-made or natural disaster. So a lot of people having issues with the utility company and the prices of the energy cost. As you can imagine, the prices of local energy is affected by international oil prices, and we see it every night on the news that oil prices might go up or go down for whatever reason, and most of the times it's going up, which means by extension your light bill is going up with it, or the cost per unit of energy also increases with that. And that is one of the main driving forces for renewable energy, and that is what we're eager to help customers with. Eager to help them to cut their JPS bill. We're eager to help them to kind of just be more sustainable. If there's an outage, then they're all right. You know, a lot of people who live in rural communities, we want to help them and also to be cost efficient. So we're here to offer solid technology in a cost effective way. And that is what we have been doing over the past few years. So over the past few years, we have done quite a bit of projects, both on the residential and commercial side. So we specialize in renewable energy, in solar and wind energy specifically. And we also offer electrical services. Some projects that we've done in the past, more recently, we completed a 500 kilowatt solar PV project plus batteries. So it's not just a grid tie. So it has all the panels, and then it has a very large battery bank in the event that, as we just described, there's an outage or just for peak load shaving. So we completed this 500 kilowatt PV plus storage system for Lasco out by White Marl. Commissioned that last year, 2024, in about April or May. And since then, the system has been working very well. We're operating, we're still maintaining the system as we speak. And the customer is quite happy. You know, the customer is quite happy. And if the customer is happy, that means we are happy. So we continue to do what we do. We recently also completed a job for Jamaica Teas, a large PV system. It's a 135 kilowatt system, but we actually relocated a part of that and then expanded the system for them as well. We also did the Deja system down on the west side of the world on Jimmy Cliff Boulevard. That's an 80 kilowatt grid tie system. And we've done a ton of residential systems right across the entire island. So we're talking about from West End Negril to Sav. We have quite a few systems in Montego Bay. We have a couple systems in Trelawney, quite a few systems in St. Anne as well. In terms of St. Catherine, most of our systems are in St. Catherine, St. Andrew, and Kingston. But we have jobs right across the island. So our office is located in St. Catherine in Portmore. We also have a small team on the west side of the island in Montego Bay. So we have a small team of 4 people. So in the event that we need to execute site assessments, repairs, and small jobs, then we have people on that side. We have technicians on that side who can execute those for us. So we won't necessarily have to try to run from Kingston to run to Montego Bay. But of course, if that is necessary, we'll get that done quickly. We also are very big on energy efficiency and energy management, so like an energy audit. So energy audit is a big part of what we do, because an energy audit is the simplest way to try and help customers determine, what are the low-hanging fruits, like where they can start in terms of their conservation measures. Because at REDIS, we have a very strict policy that we do conservation before new generation. So that's how we say it. Like what that means really is you save what you can save first before you're going to spend more money if you bring in a new solar system or a wind system or, whatever the case might be. So you try to concentrate on cutting back or just general savings. When these customers invest millions in some cases into a solar system and then after a year, the system is down or non-operational or just not performing how it was performing at the onset of the project or how it was projected to perform. We're not happy about that. We try to correct some of these issues and assist these customers by repairing their system. But ultimately, you want the customers to have, a good system that works over time for 10, 15, 20 years with good care.